Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for tonight's NBA slate on Tuesday, April the 16th. We've got two games tonight, but it is officially the start of kind of the postseason, I guess you could say, because we do have the play-in games starting on Tuesday. Technically, the playoffs don't start Tuesday, but the play-in games do start. We got the Pelicans and the Lakers, and we got the Kings and the Warriors. Pelicans-Lakers is not an elimination game, so the winner of that game gets the 7 seed, is in the playoffs. Loser of that game will play whoever wins the Warriors and Kings game. The Warriors-Kings game is an elimination game, so if you lose that game, your season's over. It's going to be an exciting night, though. I'm really excited to watch these games on Tuesday night, and I'm excited to talk through some props. We're going to be covering Prizepicks all throughout the postseason, pretty much all the way up until the NBA Finals. We're going to give out props for the Finals games as well. Even though the regular season's over, we're not going to stop with the content. Still going to be pumping out content for you guys, giving you guys props I like, every day for however many games there are available for that day. So we got two games on Tuesday. I got two props I like for these two games. I do have a prop that I like from each game, so we're going to talk about each one of these two props. Before we do get started, though, guys, as always, if you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, make sure you hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button if you have not yet, and if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, you can sign up, linked down below in the description, or use that promo code NOAH when you sign up for Prizepicks, and you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. And we do also have a partnership with Sleeper. I do want to shout out Sleeper. You guys can check out Sleeper, linked down below in the description, or again, use that promo code NOAH over on Sleeper. You'll get your first deposit matched up to $500. Now, if you don't know what Sleeper is, they are a DFS pick'em app similar to Prizepicks. It's really simple and easy to use. You put over, under, you do more or less on player projections, you build out an entry, you're able to make up to an 8-pick entry. On Sleeper, you're able to win up to 100x your money. So if you like to chase those high payouts, if you like to build those lotto type tickets that can win up to 100x, you can do that over on Sleeper. So if you guys do want to check out Sleeper, if you want to see what they have to offer, use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up, and you will get your first deposit matched up to $500. But yeah, man, let's talk through it. Let's talk through two props I'm liking for Tuesday's play-in games, Lakers, Pelicans, and then Kings and Warriors. So for the Lakers-Pelicans game, got a prop I like in this one, and the prop we're going to take a look at is going to be a points plus rebounds prop, and we're going to look at Herbert Jones, 13.5 points plus rebounds, and I like the over here for Herb. So if we look at what Herb's been doing lately, he's only gone over this prop in 2 out of his last 5 games. He's been over in back-to-back games. Did just go over in this matchup against the Lakers when these teams played on Sunday. Had a really good game, put up 23 points plus rebounds. He had 18 points and 5 rebounds. What really stands out, though, is, we know that at this point in the season, come play-in time, come postseason time, rotations are going to get tightened up. You're going to see guys playing increased minutes. You're going to see guys that were playing, players that might have only been playing like 7 to 10 minutes a night. Those guys might not play at all. So you're going to see rotations tighten up. Herbert Jones was already playing big minutes on a nightly basis, and if you look at his minutes, just kind of over the last like 5 or 6 games, he's been playing like 34, 35 minutes, averaging that over his last 5 or 6 games. So last 6 games, 38 minutes, 34 minutes, 38 minutes, 29 minutes, 38, and 32. So he's played, 38 minutes in 3 out of their last 6 games. Last game was a blowout against the Lakers, plus he was in foul trouble. We'll talk about that in a second. The game against the Kings, he only played 29 minutes. He did have 4 fouls in 29 minutes, so he might have been limited by foul trouble in that game as well. And then against Phoenix, he played 34 minutes. He had 4 fouls in 34 minutes. Not sure if he was limited by foul trouble in that game. But if we look at last game against the Lakers, Herb played 32 minutes. If you look at his rotation, he got a really long rotation in the first quarter. He played 10 minutes in the first quarter, subbed out, and then he subbed back in with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. He played until there was 4 minutes left in the second quarter because he had to sub out because he picked up his 3rd foul with 2 minutes left. He picked up 2 fouls. Picked up 2 fouls within like 30 seconds and had to sub out because he had 3 fouls with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. So he lost about 4 minutes of playing time because of foul trouble. And then if we look at the rotation, in the third quarter, once again, he played a long third quarter stint, about 11 minutes, subbed back in with about 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and then he subbed out with about 2 minutes left because the game was pretty much out of hand. It was like a 15, 20-point game with like 2 minutes left, so the game was over at that point. So Herb lost about 4 minutes of playing time because of foul trouble last game, and he lost an additional 2 minutes because the game was a blowout. So had there been no foul trouble last game, had the game been competitive, I think Herb would have played about 38 minutes again we look at the rotations last game for the Pelicans. They pretty much ran a 9-man rotation last game, but Jonas Valanciunas started and only played 7 minutes. He barely played. Really, you could say they ran like an 8-man rotation last game. Either way, we know that Herb Jones is going to play big minutes. They need him out there for defensive purposes. I assume he's going to guard LeBron. I didn't get to watch that Pelicans-Lakers game on Sunday. I assume Herb was guarding LeBron. And while that is a little bit concerning, Herb could get in foul trouble if he does guard LeBron. They're going to need him out there for as many minutes as he can handle. I'm expecting Herb to play 36, 37, 38 minutes if this is a competitive game. And if you look at what he's done this season, when he's played like 34, 35 minutes, I just pulled up his game log when he's played at least 34 minutes. So he's played at least 34 minutes in 21 games this season. He's gone over this points plus rebounds line in 15 out of those 21 games. You look at his rebound chances lately, his rebound chances have been up. He's never really been like an elite rebounder. He's not a guy that you expect to go out there and grab like 11, 12 rebounds. But he can get you 5 or 6 rebounds. He has averaged 9 rebound chances per game over their last 5 games, which is up compared to what he's averaged for the season. So the rebounding numbers have been up. The scoring it can come and go for Herb Jones. He's not a guy you expect to go out there and put up 30 points. But obviously he doesn't have to do that to go over this projection. If he gets us 9 points and 5 rebounds, that's 14 PR, and that would put him over this line. The scoring has been up for Herb Jones the last 2 games, 13 points, 18 points. I think this is a good matchup for Herb Jones when you think about how he scores. Herb Jones he's a guy that shoots a lot of threes. Like he's not a high usage player. He's not a guy that's going to drive to the basket a ton. He's going to stand in the corner. He's going to wait for those open threes. And the Lakers this season, they have been vulnerable when it comes to giving up 3-point attempts. They're giving up the 3rd most 3-point attempts per game this season. So I think this is a pretty good matchup for Herb from a scoring perspective. The rebounds have been pretty solid lately. Like I think he's had at least if you look at his rebounds lately, he's had at least like 4 or 5 rebounds in like 5 straight games. If he can get us 9, 10 points, 3, 4, 5 rebounds, that'll be enough to put him over this PR line. And if he's going to play 36, 37, 38 minutes, I think we got a pretty good chance at getting 14 points plus rebounds. And I was looking at DraftKings Sportsbook, DK Sportsbook. They currently have this line set at 14.5. Now it is juiced towards the under on 14.5, but on Prizepicks, we're getting the line at 13.5. So I like the over or more than 13.5 points plus rebounds for Herbert Jones. That'll be our first play for tonight. And then the other play that I like in the Warriors and Kings game, we're going to look at a PRA prop. Draymond Green, 22 PRA. And I like the over here for Draymond Green as well. So Draymond, you look at his recent games, not very pretty. Got a lot of red in there, but he has gone over his last 2 games, had 31 PRA against the Lakers, 23 PRA last game against the Pelicans. Really, for Draymond, it just comes down to how many minutes is he going to play. And if we look at his minutes lately, so the game against Utah, he only played 21 minutes. I don't exactly know why. I think that game might have been somewhat of a blowout, but he only played 21 minutes against Utah. Against Dallas, he did play 34 minutes. And then against Houston, he did play 29 minutes. And then these 2 games where he went over his line, he played 32 minutes against the Lakers, 36 minutes against the Pelicans. The minutes have started to trend up for Draymond. Now, Draymond this season, he's only averaged about 27 minutes per game. But we do see, late in the season when the games start to really matter, and especially in the postseason, we do see the minutes tend to tick up for Draymond. And last season in the playoffs, if we look at how many minutes Draymond played in the playoffs last season, he was consistently getting 30-plus minutes. If you look at the Kings series last year in the playoffs, Draymond played 33, 31, 31, 32, 26, and 38 minutes in the 6 games against Sacramento in the postseason last year. This is an elimination game for the Warriors. If they lose this game, their season's over. So I expect them to really run a tight rotation here to play their main guys big minutes. I'm expecting big minutes from Steph Curry. I'm expecting pretty big minutes from Draymond, pretty big minutes from Clay. You should see relatively good minutes from Andrew Wiggins, maybe Chris Paul, but the main core guys, Draymond, Clay, Steph, I do expect those guys to play pretty big minutes here. I'm expecting Draymond to play 30-plus minutes. And if you look at what Draymond has done this season, when he's played 30-plus minutes, he's been able to go over this PRA line pretty consistently. He's played 30-plus minutes in 19 games this season. He's gone over this PRA line in 14 out of those 19 games. Now, the one thing that does concern me a little bit is that Draymond has not been very good against Sacramento this season. There's been 2 games against Sacramento where he played 30-plus minutes, and he went under this line in both those games. He played 33 minutes against them on November 28th and only had a 17 PRA, and then he played 31 minutes against them on January 25th, and he had 20 PRA. So that's a little concerning, is that that Draymond has not done well in this matchup so far, but he did pretty well in this matchup against them in the postseason last year. Like, when they played in the first round, he had 22, 18, 32, 29, 17, and 24 PRA. So he pushed or went over this line in 4 out of the 6 games against Sacramento in the playoffs last year. Really, though, for me, it just comes down to the minutes for Draymond, and I'm expecting the minutes to be there. As long as he can avoid foul trouble, he should play 30-plus minutes in what is an elimination game for the Warriors. And like I said, when Draymond gets 30-plus minutes, I would bet on him putting up 22 PRA more times than not. So that's what I'm liking for our 2 plays for today, guys, for Tuesday's play-in games. Herb Jones, more than 13.5 points plus rebounds, and Draymond Green, more than 22 PRA. So these are 2 plays I'm liking. As always, guys, I'm going to share more plays for today. I do provide those over on Patreon now. Since it is only a 2-game slate, don't know how many plays I'm going to give out on Patreon on Tuesday. It could only be just a couple, but I'll try and give you guys additional plays I like over there. I'll still be providing free plays, though, on YouTube all postseason. So if you guys enjoy these YouTube videos, all I ask is that you hit that like button down below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. Again, check out the Patreon if you do want more Prizepicks plays from me. And if you don't have a Prizepicks account, sign up, use that code NOAH, get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. But that's all that I got for tonight, guys. Good luck on the slate. Excited that technically the playoffs, I should say, are almost here. We got the play-in games, though. These play-in games hopefully will be fun. They'll be competitive. I'm excited to watch these games. Hopefully our plays both hit in these 2 games, and we can make some money. But I'll see you guys back here on Wednesday for the Eastern Conference play-in games. We'll talk through some props I like then. But best of luck, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.